All right.
Are we live?
Says live on my
end. It says live. All right,
it says
cool.
live on the left.
I guess we are. So, well, all right, Trips. Hope you're all there. Oh, J-Man has joined. There we are.
There you get J-Man. I'm going on the YouTube
Just
right
in
now
time.
to make sure we're on.
Hey,
All right. Alrighty. So, okay, this looks all right. So, anybody who is joining us tonight, if there's anyone at all, I'm trying this new thing out called Restream because normally I used to be on StreamYard, but they suck and they're trying to just get a lot of money, which I was like, no. So, we're trying this new one out. So, I have no idea if it's going to work or who's watching. Oh, it says there's somebody watching. Okay, that's
We're
good.
live. Me. We're
that's
live.
shit.
I'm watching
Great.
too.
Charlie,
Well, as long as somebody is.
I was just making sure it was working on the YouTube
So
channel.
you
that's
see us
all.
all and everything, and I mean
see
everything seems to look
everybody.
good.
Yeah.
So
It looks
yeah,
good.
so I'm gonna have to. Jay, you missed this part, but after I got hacked and had to reset this computer, so I've lost all of the images and everything, and StreamYard won't let me download anything, and the videos are in. So I'm gonna have to do intro and stuff like that. But I actually have an Action Elite theme tune. I don't know if you guys have seen that before. It's on YouTube, so I'm going to upload that for next week. And next week we're going to be discussing Beyond Thunderdome Mad Max because it's its 40th anniversary, and we just feel, is it underrated? Does it suck? Whatever. So we're going to discuss that. So okay, so here's the chat. So there's J-Man. I see your comment.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
So I'm just sharing this out now to everybody live.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, we had issues here. Okay, so that's good. That's all working. The sharing's working. Good.
Cool. Okay.
All right. Fantastic.
Alrighty. So okay. Well, we'll get started. We'll see. So there's no videos or JPEGs or anything like that right now until I upload it. I have no idea what's happening with this thing. So my middle age is showing. I need a young whippersnapper who knows their way around how to use it. So I guess we'll just see how we get on. Anyway, so before we talk Collateral Damage, did you all see the Johnny Cage trailer today? Uncaged Fury.
That was funny.
Dude, I loved it. Loved every
that was
second of that.
Genius. I was saying to the guys before we went live there, and I thought, you literally don't need to do another trailer. I was like, I am in for Mortal Kombat 2 opening night already, just with that trailer alone. I was just like, that's brilliant.
Yeah. I'm scared that trailer is going to be better than the actual real movie.
I hope not.
Like, that'll be better.
It's
like, let's see that movie. I actually want to
yeah,
see
that's what we said. Can't we
We
just
were all
have Uncaged
saying
Fury
that.
instead?
Yeah, let me see.
Well, they
That's
said
awesome.
they did say that they played it test screenings for hardcore video game enthusiasts that are Mortal Kombat fans, and they loved it. Like one group gave it a standing ovation. I don't know what that meant.
Wow.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I wonder if these are the same people that, I used to say people that do the reactions on Twitter would be, I'm gonna screen snake or whatever in the middle.
That's why because like I played Mortal Kombat when it came out, number 1, number 2, number 3. Like I could end the game with every character in part 1, every character in part 2. Part 3 I didn't master everybody, but like every day we'd play that in Street Fighter 2, and then it was Champion Edition. So Champion Edition, then it was Mortal Kombat after that. But like we played all those Turbo, Super, whatever. So it's like those are the 2 games that I'm really good at. I haven't played, Mortal Kombat 47 or where you could be Conan or something like.
Yeah,
I got those. Those are fun.
I've got them, but I never played them. I never mastered. I need to fight people. Like I can beat the computer. I can play Street Fighter on the hardest level, on the hardest thing with the worst character and win. So the computer.
You don't want to play online. Those motherfuckers have 2 buttons that they'll push and it's done. You're dead. I watched some of those playthroughs. No, I'm not fighting those assholes.
Here's a comment. Supreme Judge, what movie had a standing ovation? So
allegedly,
Mortal Kombat 2, the new one with Carl Urban. So, I mean, when we were talking to Carl Urban, Jay, when we're getting the autograph for you a couple of months ago, I mean, well, he's in it, so obviously he's not about to say, yeah, it sucks. But he said, no, he said this was awesome. He said, I think you guys are going to love this movie. He said it's just a lot of fun and it just delivers everything you want from it. And I was like, all right. Sounds good.
Well, hopefully they listen to the audience. We did voice what we did like and didn't like. Like, don't make a new character. You have 257. We don't need any new ones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Is there a tournament in it? That's all I want.
Right. Is there an actual tournament? Do we actually get to see some stuff? I think the ultimate, if you really want to get everyone on your side, put out the Mortal Kombat movie. But then when the DVD and 4K comes out, there's like a 30-minute Johnny Cage movie that's as a bonus feature.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to go through all the trouble of making that teaser, finish it out. Give me a little mini Johnny Cage movie.
Well, not that they made posters for all of his movies.
Yeah,
they made a fake IMDb page.
I want them.
Yeah, that was
I want them.
Yeah. The marketing for this has been fantastic. I mean, it's one of the best marketing movies I've seen for a while, and I think the problem with the first movie was it came out during COVID. It was like the worst of it. So, I don't think anybody really knew what was going on or whatever. Then they just kind of released it, and I watched it online like everybody else. I rented it because the cinemas weren't open. But it was cool. I'm looking forward to this. I particularly am interested to see what Carl Urban's going to do. He's the big selling point of this one. I think him as Johnny Cage, and I think he'll capture that personality, which I think he has so far. So. Good, right. So I'm seeing Jay posting his comments.
So I'm just checking to make sure I can still post all that.
No, everything looks like I'm seeing how long we'll be going. There's 4 people viewing, whatever. Yeah. So I think we're good. So on to Collateral Damage from 2002, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I think like all you guys, I hadn't watched this really since it came out in the theater, and I remember whenever it first came out, I was like, it was all right. And I didn't think it was one of his better movies. It was just kind of blah. I just thought, I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. I hated the lead in the last movie. I also don't know why he sucked in MK, but did great in Cobra Kai.
So. The new character that they added in Mortal Kombat. Lewis Tan.
I didn't hate the actor.
Lewis Tan is great normally. I love Lewis Tan.
He's in Cobra Kai and stuff, right?
Yeah. We just didn't need him. We didn't.
No, that was the problem. Like that should have been Johnny Cage basically, or something. And
pretty much what everyone said. Yeah.
That guy could have played another character.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't understand. Yeah, like the casting's not bad. Everybody else actually casting was like pretty.
Yeah.
Like the problem is it was pretty decent. This is what the most irritating thing is, that it was pretty decent and the fights were pretty good. Everyone looked cool, and you're like, yeah, but why'd you add this guy? I don't care about him. I just don't understand. Like it's better if you're far away. Like if you're so far away, you're just like, F this movie, I don't care.
Yeah.
But when you're so close, it's actually more irritating because I didn't hate the movie at all. I thought there's a lot of cool stuff in here, except there's no tournament. And it's
there's nothing Mortal Kombat about it, but it's a good movie.
The kills were awesome. I mean,
hell
yeah.
Although they did about my boy Kung Lao bad though. They did
that was
they screwed him over.
But you got to kill some characters.
A great
my normie wife for Mortal Kombat, at least she's a normie. She thought it was awesome. She's like, this was awesome. And it's like, I don't. Well, she liked the first one, so she likes the first one in this one. She didn't like part 2. It was like it was too out there. For her, but
okay, so anybody in the chat, are you seeing this? This is the least one.
Yeah, there we go. I like this.
That's working.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. So, all right. But yeah, I agree. Although when I watched it the last week, I didn't hate it. I thought it was actually aged quite well. Because remember, it was supposed to be out in 2001 and 9/11 happened. And they moved it to 2002, and they re-edited it because Sofia Vergara was supposed to be in it playing a terrorist who hijacks a plane. They're like, we can't have that. So and after that, so they cut that out, and I think that must have been like in the first half, because like I gotta be honest, the first half of this movie is fucking boring. It takes a long time before anything happens. Like you get like the explosion when the son and wife are killed. It's a shocking scene. It's very well done. There's good explosions and everything. But just after that, there's a lot of just Arnold sort of going and that's basically it. And then you never see him fire a gun and whatever. And it's just like they're sort of treading carefully.
It did feel that way.
We're just kind of playing it safe, but. I mean, it's okay. I think, like, once he gets to Colombia and, he's being chased through the jungle and stuff, and you got all explosions and stuff like that, the action is decent. I like the twist at the end. I actually didn't see that coming the first time I watched it. When that came up, I was like, oh, holy shit.
It's Red Skull's daughter. You should have saw that coming a mile away. I'm like, it's the actress that plays Red Skull's daughter in Captain America. I was like, hey, you're going to be a bad guy. No,
I know who your father is.
I know who your father is. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, huh?
Nope, apparently not. So yeah, I mean, it was all right. This was directed by Andrew Davis, and he did like Under Siege and stuff like that. So he's a solid director. And if you see the Blu-ray or the DVD, the special features, there's an interview with him and Arnold, and it's after 9/11, talking about making the film and how they thought the film was sort of more prescient afterwards, and that it kind of struggled, when to release it, how to release it, what to keep in or whatever, and they had to change the marketing and things like that. So it was a tough movie to release back then. There wasn't really anything that they could have done, and then the final product we got was just, I don't know, just strangely bland. Like it's decent enough made, just decent performances. Like Arnie's actually good in it, but I don't know. It's
meh. It's a personification of meh.
Exactly. Yeah. So, Jay, what's your thoughts on it?
Sure. Yeah. This ain't gonna be Point Break tonight.
I missed that too. Damn it!
You really should go back and listen to that.
I will. I'll go back.
You actually really should.
Holy shit, dude! I'm telling you.
I don't know what happened on that, John. You should have been. I got like the powers of Point Break went in. Yeah. You would have been very happy because I'm sure you like Point Break, and you're gonna like.
Sure. Keanu's spirit just kind of appeared behind.
J-Man now has the powers of Raiden.
Whatever you thought of Point Break, add more to it after you listen to my big spiel on it. I almost convinced Steve, because even Steve was like, yeah, but what about this? Oh, here's the answer. Anyway, I'll do a bad guy. So this, like, again, I'm not angry. Like, this is like, I'm not angry about this movie. Like, it's fine. There's not going to be a hype taken. I think we all saw this one in the theater, maybe, where we all, I don't know if we were all old enough. But
I did. Yeah,
I was old enough. I don't remember it in theaters.
Oh.
Like, I truly don't remember it being in theaters. I know I rented it.
It didn't play long. It did not play.
No,
it had to have been a short.
It flopped. Yeah. Understandably, though, because your subject matter, you're just like,
It kind of, it almost got swordfished, because swordfish.
That got pulled from theaters. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing like wrong. Like I think Schwarzenegger performs nicely in it. I bought into his character and the wife and all of that. So I remember thinking it was meh, and then it started off and I was like, this is pretty awesome, this like whole fire escape thing. And I was like, oh, that he's like a firefighter, that's cool. And then the wife, I was like, I remember the wife getting killed. I didn't remember the kid getting killed for some reason. The kid, I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay. And then what's the guy? Is it Cliff
Curtis?
Cliff Curtis. He's like, hey, everything's okay. I'm like, oh, you fucking bastard. And then I was like, all right, here we go. And then it's like, let's go to Colombia, and here's Elias Cotillas, who's a bad guy kind of, but not also a good guy, because I don't know.
He's just kind of an asshole, really.
Kind of an ass, but then I'm like, I don't know what's going on, and I'm losing interest pretty fast, but I don't hate it because Schwarzenegger is still awesome to me anyways. And the girl came in, and I do like her as Red Skull's daughter. I was like, oh, it's Red Skull's daughter, that's cool. But I liked her. I didn't remember she was bad even the second time. I was like, but I knew she was bad when she showed up. When he just rescued her randomly in the park, I was like, oh, he helped her. I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, she's in this. And then when she came back, and then you had to save her from the explosion, I was like, oh, she's the main bad guy. I remember now. Like, it came back to me because I'm like, how are you back here? Like, it's like there's movie things, and then there's like, this is actually dumb. Like, how is she randomly back? Right? It's like, oh, she's the wife. I'm like, oh, she's in on it. She's the one leading it. Okay. I didn't remember that, he was the red herring, or like, I didn't remember the specific details, but I remember she was bad. And I wrote about I still took notes. About 4 or 5 lines down, I wrote, girl is bad right there. And then I put a question mark because I wasn't sure.
They do a good swerve with her where they've got the drug, and it looks like they're going after her and the kid, but then we find out they were actually going after Arnold the whole time. So it's a good swerve to not realize she's part of the guerrillas. Yeah, no, this isn't a big garbage dumpster fire movie. Like, but I think the thing is, it's too high because it's Schwarzenegger. And you're like, and I didn't realize that was Andrew Davis. I wasn't paying attention. I'm looking at Above the Law.
like what the heck, Under Siege.
Like The Fugitive.
I mean, The Fugitive.
Like, I mean, Code of Silence with Chuck Norris too, right?
Code of Silence,
great director. Yeah.
So, like, I mean, Fugitive. I think I saw that like 15 times or something like that. Like, I mean, that was
great on 4K, by the way.
Yeah, that was a big time super movie. Like, that was one of the first VHS purchases. Like, okay, I got The Fugitive. So, anyways, so it's just like all these great people kind of came together and just like, oh, it's okay. If it was a Netflix, like if we watch this on Netflix, we wouldn't be talking about it because it's not Arnold. But if we'd watched it as a Netflix movie with one of these lower budget guys, you'd be like, that was pretty good. I'll give it a 6. You know, like that was pretty good. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. But we're saying that, but it's Arnold Schwarzenegger and Andrew Davis, so that's a bit of a fail.
You're expecting like way up here, and it was way down there instead.
And that's the thing.
Yeah. So I mean, sure, like. I'm not angry. Like I own it. I'm not like F this DVD and I'm throwing it in the garbage. Whatever. There's not going to be any hypes today. Like it's just going to be like, oh, like even if John or Charlie super love it, it's not going to be like, oh, like if you love it, that's cool because it's still Schwarzenegger and he is I think he does well in the movie. I do think the girl is a good actress because if you've never seen this before, it definitely is a swerve and it does give you some little bitty clues. So it's not a stupid movie.
Yeah.
And it is kind of neat that like, you're seeing like the investigation, like you're seeing how the CIA is operating and like, it's like they are doing good things, but like in however they need to get it done. So that's kind of neat, but it's just disappointing because Schwarzenegger's not directly involved. Like when he goes to Colombia, you're like, okay, now he's going to start following the clues and figuring it out. He just gets captured, which is realistically what would probably happen though. Like he investigates for a minute and then he's captured because you're just a firefighter from, like.
Yeah, I like that. It's not like some invincible badass. Like he is just a normal guy.
Yeah. But he stands out. Like he completely stands out. And that's a drawback to it being Schwarzenegger is, you don't belong here. You know,
you are not
an everyman.
You shouldn't be here. It's like, are you from out of town? No, I'm not.
No, I'm from right here.
Well, he goes to Colombia. He's like the tallest guy there. It's like he can't hide anywhere. It's like
all your cameras are not. They're mirrored. And I clicked on don't mirror because it's throwing me off. Charlie, like John looks semi okay. Charlie looks super weird to me. It's really, it's like you're normal. Your Owen's is still. It's like on YouTube. On YouTube, it looks fine. On YouTube, it looks fine, but backstage here, like you're reversed. So Flash Gordon's on the wrong side, and your shirt is backwards. So
mine says mirror. So what's that? Is that better?
Yeah, now you're the normal Charlie.
Now it looks weird to me, and my head's going the wrong way as the camera.
Yes, but I always have it. But I always have that on StreamYard. Anyways, doesn't matter. It just says because
I'm gonna mess with J-Man because that's messing with me. I don't like it. I'm putting it back.
Switch it back.
That's better. No, it's accurate.
Yeah.
Anyway,
sorry guys, we're still playing with this new app, so we find new buttons.
Click it.
So are you done, Jay?
Yeah, I'm done. That's it. Yeah, there's no point.
Do you notice Jane Lynch in it? She's normally like in
comedic
roles, and then
dead, gone.
I didn't remember that part. I was like, damn, she just broke her neck. Damn.
Yeah, that's what I thought she was in it. Yeah.
No smart ass comment. Oh well.
No. Yeah, I mean, there are no sort of one-liners or anything in it. That was after that era basically. But although I did like at the end, like the finale is actually pretty cool in the tunnel.
For sure.
And then whenever he sets the gas and like blows him up and everything, and he's like, "When are you going to kill me?" No. And throws the axe.
That was awesome.
That was a good one.
So that was cool. Anyway, John.
Yeah, okay. So like I went to see it in the theater, but I don't think I watched it again for like a long time.
No.
I know I've seen it more than once. I just don't remember when I've seen it. And then like I wasn't on last week, and I was like, "What do we do?" I'm like, "Oh, that's an interesting one." I'm like, what are we going to talk about that one? My biggest gripe with this movie is like it's got big production. Like they spent money on it. There's a lot of good set pieces. I mean, you got a great cast. Elias Koteas, I love him. He's always smarmy, smug. You don't know if his CIA agent like is which way he's going, kind of thing. But he just turns out he's an asshole. That's what he tells them that.
He's a government asshole, and I'm here for
just an asshole. He's like, I'm still a good guy. I'm just an asshole. But
I'm just your kind of asshole.
Yeah, right. You're kind of asshole, exactly. But I was just like, if this movie was made in 1986, he would have tacked up and threw on shit, and like that was the biggest problem with me. I mean, he beat some people up. I mean, he did do some Schwarzenegger things in the movie, but I get what he was doing. He was probably like also trying to do something different. Because then there's that other movie he did where his daughter's turning into a zombie. What was that movie called?
Maggie.
Yeah, I was like, that's even more off the.
Yeah, I watched that once and never watched it again.
Yeah, I was like, okay, but at least here it's like semi-action Schwarzenegger. But I'm not gonna lie, like I started watching it last night, and then I was getting sleepy, so I turned it off, and I came back home. But when I was watching, I'm doing dishes, Bailey's here, so I'm like helping her with stuff. I am watching it, but I'm like, it just doesn't hold my interest, and it like. Oh, it's an okay movie. It's Andrew Davis too, and like I said, and I love the scene where the CIA goes in and tears up their compound. That's a cool scene and everything. But then it's kind of confusing because like the CIA guys dropped down, but then he's fighting the CIA guy. I'm like, that's a guy coming to rescue. Although, were they coming to rescue them? Because he's like, this is a rescue mission, but then they're blowing.
No, they were pretending
up.
It was, but
okay, all right. I missed that part. My bad. Okay, yep. So
it's like one quick. They're like, no, we're rescuing this poor American who's being tortured. What the heck?
Well, that's their cover. That's where they're like,
okay,
we're not going to get in trouble because we're rescuing an American. And also, if you pay attention, it's the CIA who has that road stop when they're shooting at Arnold when he gets off the bus. Yes. That's his guys that are shooting at everyone. It's like, so, because they keep showing that one dude that's part of Elias Kotis's team, and he's the one Arnold kills. So I was like, this is like the third time this guy's tried to kill him.
But I also like it.
Yeah, okay. I'm only realizing that now. Oh, okay. Yeah, what the hell was that guy doing? Okay, sorry, John. Okay, what was that guy doing? That was stupid. That was weird. That's actually super weird now that you're saying it. I'm like, yeah, what the hell? I thought that guy was with them. I'm like, why is he being weird for? Okay,
because they kept closing up on his face. He's the one you recognize the most out of it. And you're like, well, he tried to kill, because he was trying to kill the girls, the kids, everything. And then this one, he's chasing Arnold around, and then Arnold kills him. And it's like, wait, he's with Elias.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes. That's why I guess I should have paid more attention. But that also,
well, I did pay attention and took notes, and I still didn't see. It's not intuitive. That's the problem. It's weirdness in the movie. Yes. It's like this.
But then I love the son, like the son of the bad guys, like how like because like she wanted to take him to the bathroom and he's like no, and that's when she does this, and then you're like but then like the kid didn't even the kid's like fuck my parents. He's like you're bad people. Then at the end he's like Schwarzenegger is my daddy.
I'm not even sure if they're the mom and dad.
I was questioning that myself too, because she lets him go pretty easily.
Well, they weren't. His parents were killed or something, and she took him in from a young kid, so she wasn't actually his mother, really. So
okay, maybe I should.
I missed that too.
God damn! I'm taking notes for Christ's sakes. This movie's messing with me.
Totally missed
that. No, but I did everything with subtitles, so I pick up more with subtitles.
Can you tell I didn't really like this movie?
No, but listen, I don't miss stuff, and you guys know that. So. I thought, I was like, I don't think that's her son, because it was pretty relaxed to just leave him. It's like, I'll leave him.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that can't be her son then. But I don't remember evidence in the movie. And then I was like, usually if I think something, I'll go back and try to like make, like Point Break. I went back, like, how can I prove this if I get challenged on this point? But I'm like, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't
know. Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Oh, well.
Okay, it's not the son. Who cares?
My problem is I've seen it already, but then I was still like, I was still floored because I was like, oh yeah, that's right, because I haven't seen it in a long time. But I thought like at first, like her and the kid were gonna like substitute his wife and son from the. Oh look, he just happens to find this hot looking woman and her kid in Colombia. And it's like, I'll just take you guys for my family.
Just add Walter family.
Yes.
Like that's never happened in an action movie before.
No. But basically, and this is the last I'll say of it. Basically, what it boils down to, it's like it's Schwarzenegger almost being Schwarzenegger, but it's frustrating because I could see the realistic in a sense. He's just a firefighter, but he could have been a firefighter that knew how to shoot guns and shit. So he could have like done.
Worked for Van Damme in Sudden Death.
Yes, exactly. There you go. There's the perfect example of how to do things when you're just a firefighter. It's like I could do so much more. I know martial arts too. It's like hello.
Yeah. They do play with the bomb thing that they dropped that little nugget of information that he worked for the bomb squad.
Yeah,
before.
explosives and whatever.
And then he does all that. I'm like, okay, I at least got an A-Team-esque montage of him setting up booby traps as it went around. So I'll take that.
Yeah.
So that's all I got.
Anybody? Do you notice Sven?
Yes.
Yeah.
At the
Split
beginning.
second.
One millisecond.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The Svendor was on. Sven.
So that's another point in the movie's favor. Sven's there, so it's not that bad. But we're real popular. He says Maggie and Aftermath are the worst Arnie movies. Actually, Killing Gunther is probably the worst Arnie movie I've seen, followed by season 2 of Fubar, which is fucking awful. Like you missed that, Jay, where I gave it, I think, 1.5 stars or something. Like I really
that means I'm going to give it a negative.
Yeah, it was like, I was like, I would rather have a root canal than watch the show. Because the season 3, I'm never watching it.
Wow, that's crazy. That must be really, because I got to take whatever you give it for me and probably subtract 2 points, and whatever John gives it, I got to subtract 4. So
I didn't give this one a pass.
It must be. I know that. I'm shocked, John. You're killing me. I'm tired today.
I'm sorry.
Help me out, man. I need stability.
I was trying to find things I liked in it. I was like, good production values, decent director, good cast, and Schwarzenegger almost being Schwarzenegger. That's pretty much what I got.
But like John Leguizamo as well, who's like pointless in it, but he does make that comment though, and he's like, the Germans are like cyborgs. I was like, he's funny because he's cyborg in Terminator.
And then he gets shot. And I'm like, oh.
There you go. But then there's also that sort of kind of nod to Predator whenever he's like running through the jungle and he falls down the slide. He's like, and then falls off into the river. And I was like,
why he throws the backpack down before he jumps too?
I don't.
Why did you do that?
And that's the thing too. During all of his fight scenes, like because he does throw with some people. He's like, I'm like, shh. Like just exhale like normal people.
And I was like, no, that's what makes it better though. Like,
right.
It's like where Arnie does fight scenes, and he's like, and then but Stallone in a fight scene is like, and nobody goes anymore, which is disappointing.
No.
Just like
they're not real martial artists, so
right.
But nobody also says fucking A anymore. Like I've said that before. I was like, I miss fucking A. Why does somebody say that anymore? I don't even know what it means.
Fucking A back.
That's true.
Fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
Is
that awesome? That's what it means.
I've always known it as fucking awesome.
It's just like A, like A number 1.
Yeah.
Or that. The fonts.
A number 1.
Yeah.
Okay, USA.
Yeah.
Okay, USA.
I always just think aliens, and I'm like, I say we nucleoside from orbit. Fucking A.
Yeah. It just means like for sure, like hell yeah or whatever. The best fucking A is Lisa Wilcox, Alice in Nightmare 4, where she gets all the powers and she puts. And she's like fucking A. I was like,
although Dolph is pretty fucking good in Red Scorpion.
Yeah, well, anything Dolph, but Dolph, anything Dolph Lundgren. If he says, "Can you show me to the restroom?" That'll be like awesome.
5 stars.
Yeah. 5 stars.
Yeah, 5 stars.
5 stars.
Right, Charlie, over to you.
So Collateral Damage, the movie that Arnold Schwarzenegger is way too fucking big to be in as far as popularity. And that's kind of what we've all been saying here without directly saying it. This could have been anyone and it would have been the same exact movie. Arnold doesn't change anything story-wise, plot-wise, fight-wise, nothing. This could have been Bruce Willis. This could have been Harrison Ford, Nicolas Cage. This is Arnold trying to be an everyman almost. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you're not an everyman.
No,
you're a Greek god playing an everyman role. And I had not watched this since it came out. So however, was it 2002? So we're going on 23 years. But I did start watching this going, okay, I kind of remember this. Oh shit, I totally forgot Casey Jones is in this. That's awesome. I like Casey Jones. I'm gonna watch him. And then when they play the videotape of the shrouded character and they did this, I went, there's a fucking woman at the end of this. there's some kind of woman at the end of this that ends up being the bad guy. And then she shows up with the kid, and I was like, oh, fuck, now I remember. Totally forgot it was Cliff Curtis as the wolf.
Yeah.
Played a decent bad guy. I'm used to him being more of a good guy now.
Yeah, he's all nice guys now.
Yeah. He's usually like a bureaucrat type or whatever. I remember him from Live Free, Die Hard or whatever. Yeah.
Live Free, Die Hard. I was like, he was the one that worked with Bruce Willis on that. So I remember from that. And then obviously he was in Hobbs and Shaw, movies to that. So I was remembering small pieces, but really not remembering the entire movie. Love John Leguizamo. I'm glad you brought him up because I just smile when I see him, especially back then, John Leguizamo, maybe not so much now, John Leguizamo. And this was the start of, we're going to put you in the movie, but we're also going to kill you before the end of the movie. And if you watch a lot of John Leguizamo movies, they kill him in almost every movie. What was that with, was it Gamer? With
Gamer with Gerard Butler.
Butler. He just he's literally plays an NPC, but he's an NPC movie character in that one as well. It just fucking dies.
Actually, that's a reminder, because sorry, just while I remember, we should do a stream on that soon, because John, remember we were going to do one on Gamer and then we never did, like ages ago. That'll be after Beyond Thunderdome. We're doing Gamer.
Yeah, I enjoy Gamer. It's
I love Gamer. I have the 3D version actually.
Oh, nice.
Does anyone own the good version? That actually, no, I'm just joking. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it in a long time. I remember thinking it was okay.
Yeah, I remember thinking it was okay as well. I don't remember much about it. So, but it's Jared, so maybe do that.
We'll like him, yeah. But I think I'm with you guys. I don't hate this movie. I enjoyed it for the most part watching it. It is boring after the fire save and the explosion. Somebody put it in the chat, and I 100% agree with them. I don't know how they died in that explosion. They are the only two people besides some of the CIA guys that died in that explosion. I'm like, really? Even she
was sitting
there.
I know.
At the same fucking diner and dialed the phone and made it blow up, and she survived. So I don't get it, but I do like Arnold sells it. He sells the heartbroken dad. He kind of did that in End of Days too, where he lost his family and he's dealing with that. And that this is also, was this right after his surgery and stuff? Or no, this is actually before his surgery, wasn't it? The heart attack?
That time,
Oh, this was way before that, I think.
Yeah, because Last Stand is when he came back from the heart attack. But this was still like, it felt like the decline of Arnold a little bit. What was it 6th Day he did before?
End of beginning of the 6th Day.
Eraser was like the last big action.
That was the last big.
And then everything was starting to
End of Days I enjoy.
End of Days is good.
We liked it. Yeah, we did that one. 6th Day is another one that I think I watched once. And never went back to. Again, something about clones and shit.
I remember thinking just like this. It's all of those ones. End of Day, 6th Day. I thought, oh, they were okay. And then I saw them in the theater because it's Arnie. And then I just I own them all, but I never went back and rewatched them.
I know. I never look at them and think, God, you know what? Will I watch Terminator 2 or will I watch the 6th Day? Conan or the 6th Day. And like, never the 6th Day.
Full bar season 2.
But I think this was also, he did these and then kind of realized, fuck, I don't want to be the direct-to-video guy. That a lot of them started doing. Because this is like when Arnold disappeared from movies for a little bit, except for like some cameos I think he done. And then he went into Governor, and decided to start running and stuff like that. I didn't hate this movie. It was fun. You're right, Owen. The end scene is awesome. A little unbelievable that Arnold is also there at a natural gas explosion and nothing hurts him, but I love that axe throw into Cliff's fucking chest. I absolutely adore it. The motorcycle scene's cool. Let's go back to the checkboard. Probably not, because someone probably closed all those gates. So there's
and he power slams that girl into the thing.
He totally. Oh,
that was good.
And she gets electrocuted, which is a cool death. So that was all right. So,
and the camera stays on her too. And I'm shocking that Jane Lynch dies the way she does in this. I'm sure that was like an early role.
Oh, it was one of her earlier roles.
That was just mean. She could have just knocked her out and just, but she just went back and just was like.
Well, you had to hate her though, because I had to make her a villain in a short period of time. Because the rest of the movie, you're sympathizing with her.
Kill Jane Lynch, leave the kid behind. Don't give a shit about anyone. You're right. They have to make her despicable because we've liked her. we've liked her up till then. She's taking care of Arnold when they captured him. You're still kind of like, why the fuck are you keeping him alive? They're not going to pay ransom for this random dude.
Yeah.
It's not going to fucking happen. I think the overarching thing from my end of it is this movie, Arnold was just too big of a star for this movie. Even with the director, you didn't need Arnold in this. Anyone else, and this maybe have been a slight bit more memorable. Now we just remember it as, oh yeah, Arnold was in that. And that's pretty much how I look at it now. So
that's sort of Arnie's post 9/11 movie, and that's just what I associate with. Is like, oh yeah, I remember that. I went through all the problems and reshoots or whatever. I don't know if there's reshoots because it was already filmed by then, but they just
think they just edited it.
Yeah.
I heard they were going to make the terrorist Arabs, but they I don't know if that was before 9/11 and they switched it, but
that was actually before they started filming. It was written to be Arabs or Iranians or whatever's going on. They had it written, and then somebody just went, nah, let's not go that far. Let's bring it into like South America. We've never been there or something like that. It could have had to do with filming locations too, because they filmed this in, I think, Mexico, to make it look like Colombia.
I mean, that's good in a way because, like, when you think terrorists, they always do the Middle East, so it's kind of cool to like have it in the jungles of Colombia.
Go somewhere else. Yeah. I liked it, and it was stuff that's actually happening, I'm guess, so it's not like
drugs.
They pulled it out of their ass. Yeah. It's not Valverde, where every South American villain comes from.
It should have been Valverde, though. That would have made a better movie.
Keep it all in canon.
Yeah, exactly. I think I probably do as well. Actually, there's some.
I think so too.
I gotta go back and watch that one.
I don't remember it.
Val, Michael Rooker. You had a good score by Trevor Rabin. I remember the music was cool. I remember the creepy ass doll. Do you remember like that little robot doll or something that was in it? It's fucking terrifying.
I remember jack shit then.
Yeah, I saw it again. Oh, this is cool. Again, it's one of these ones like it's like he returned back. Oh, let's do a sci-fi one that messes with your mind, but it's like it's not Total Recall.
Yeah, you already did that. Yeah. You're not going to top Total Recall
for damn that. Yeah, that's like a perfect movie. So many things fell into place to make that right. Like. But yeah, this 6 days, it's like, well, it's like about cloning. That's neat. I didn't hate that movie either. I saw it. I thought, it was pretty good.
It was fine. That's the thing. It was fine.
They're insignificant, is the word you're getting.
Yeah, exactly.
They're true. That's good work.
I mean, like, if you're like sick and you're on the couch and you're like just like this and like it's on like TV and you're like, oh, okay.
If this had been like on TNT or USA, I would have just sat there and watched it and been like, oh, okay, there's an Arnold movie on. Because honestly, not much about this movie that makes it R-rated either.
But I'm not going to get excited like if the 4K comes. Oh, I got to get the 4K. It's like, no.
Kino Lorber's all over this.
Yeah. I got the Blu-ray double pack with this and Eraser. And, Eraser's better.
Well, if it's a double pack with Eraser, you can't go wrong.
It's like buy Eraser, get Collateral Damage for free.
It's just a bonus movie.
Yeah. Use the disc of Collateral Damage as a coaster for your drink while you watch Eraser.
Exactly.
You've been erased.
Use the disc's shiny surface to blind your foes.
So awesome.
But not the best movie. 37 minutes, and I've already run out of things.
We love you, Arnie. We do.
Let me see. There was some creepy putting the snake into the throat. That was
God, that was torture. Was horrendous.
That was a good kill. That one.
Because initially they just let him go. There's deleted scenes in the Blu-ray, and he's just like, go find him or whatever, and that's it. And I was like, no, but you need to establish him as a villain, so he does that absolutely horrendous fucking thing of feeding the steak to the guy. There's some deleted scenes in the Blu-ray, which none of which are like worthwhile. Really, there's an extra scene with Elias Koteas when he's like meeting with the guy in Colombia, and it's sort of like, oh yeah, it's great to be back here and whatever, and you're just like, yeah, it's a completely pointless scene. So it's just things which made it even longer and even more boring. So
there should have been some more cut. The problem is there's no urgency.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Like it's supposed to be amped up. You got an explosion, you got family killed, you've got vengeance. Okay. Now it needs to be propelled forward. Everything Schwarzenegger says and does has to lead to his vengeance, and it doesn't really. It's kind of just like and then let's go to Elias Koteas. Like, was Elias Koteas' family killed? No. Why am I watching this? Yeah. Like, I don't care. It's like, but he's doing something behind the scenes. Okay, I don't care.
Freaking cares.
What you should have done was you should have had if you're going to do that, then you have to make it like Schwarzenegger's doing stuff, and they're saying, "Damn it, this guy's ruining our operation." We're, you know, like I know that's generic, but it still needs to have some purpose.
And there's urgency, right? Then
Yes. It's like, oh shit, he's going off. It's like, God damn it, we told him we've got this, and well, sorry, his family's dead. He's pissed off. It's like, okay, you know, something like that.
Well, they don't even play up. They have the perfect thing. They're planning this giant explosion because we're just talking about what they're doing. There's a fucking box truck in front of this building full of explosives. All they could have done is there's another attack getting ready to happen. Arnold tells Elias that, and Elias is like, what the fuck? I'm like, you're fucking intelligence, dude. You're telling me you don't know the comings and goings of these motherfuckers? It's like, so there could have been some urgency. You could have jumped to that a little faster, got rid of some of the other bullshit, and jumped to there's a bomb back in the United States, and Arnold kind of knows where it is. You tie her back into it. You could have added some urgency, but it's an afterthought at the end when he's dialing the phone, because you're like, why is he dialing on the phone? Oh, there's an explosion in the fucking thing.
And like John Turturro, great actor. What's with this weird ass 1 second appearance?
One scene, and then he disappears and is never heard from again.
He's never heard from again. It's like, oh yeah, here's my past. Talk to John Leguizamo. It's like, why are you in this? Like, why is this even going on? Like,
why was this made?
Why do I care about getting this pass? Like, the thing is, they tried to make it too realistic, but it's still a movie, so it's not realistic.
Yeah, and it just stops being fun. There's no fun to that at all.
Right, because it's realism can be fun if it's super realism, and you feel like, whoa, this is what it would actually be like. Okay, cool. But it's like, firstly, this is not what it would be like because there's too many plot contrivances. So if you're gonna do that, you may as well just go all the way, just have it like super cool and be like, yeah, that was
go over the top. Yeah, exactly. But the perfect point is when we were just talking about it, when Arnold arrives there, he walks past the police station. 3 cops are outside playing cards or whatever. Not one person looks up and goes, that guy's out of fucking place. It takes some other dude who has, I love it, you know, it's smartphones, fucking paper want things. It's like, oh, there he is. Hey, officer, you just fucking missed this guy that walked past you that is 7 feet tall.
And then they slowly go after him.
Yeah, it's
glad I got that printout from the you know, like whatever, like
from my portable fax machine.
Where are these printouts? There is a speech, so they did this. I guess they felt they had to. This is the what makes you different, and then Schwarzenegger's like, well, I'm just gonna kill you. I'm like, well, there's your difference. But then they still try to like tie it back. Well, this is what happened to my family. Okay, so then kill everyone that killed your family. It's like, I didn't kill your family. So what? It goes back to the same argument. The thing is, like, you're having an argument with someone who doesn't have the same moral values as you do. Like, you can't argue with someone who doesn't share your value system, right? Like, if you're arguing, don't kill that spider, they're precious. I'm like, F you, I don't like spiders, and I stomp on it. Oh, what are you doing? You've just exterminated a life. It's like, we don't have the same value system when it comes to spiders, right? So you're having this conversation, but it's like, A, it's going nowhere. This movie's not sophisticated enough to actually hash this out as an actual debate with 2 people. And it's like, yeah, but you're the bad guy. Don't try to make me this, don't try to put this shade of gray on this character. It's like, you blow up a bunch of people, no one cares about your stupid bullshit. And she's like, oh, they attacked my town. Did I attack your town? Did my wife attack your town? Did the kid? No, they didn't. So then
did my 7-year-old boy attack?
Did my boy attack your town? No, so I don't care.
And they don't work with themselves because they make them centralize it. Oh, Americans sitting at home watching all this. It's like, so all of a sudden, I mean, trust me, this is how it usually really works everywhere else. America's the bad guy. It doesn't matter. You know, not one person, not our government. America is. And I got that, but you're 100% right, dude. That whole interaction just falls on both deaf ears. Right. Like, he's not picking it up. Arnold doesn't give a fuck. He's like, I just want to kill you. I do like that he almost does, though, right then and there.
I like that.
I did like that he gets the upper hand for probably a good few, at least a minute or 2 before a third guy shows up.
Yeah, he gets in pretty good. Yeah, you got some free.
If they didn't have the no gun rule, he could have picked up the fucking gun that fell down and shot everyone and got out. It'd have been movie over.
Well, see, we've discussed this before, though. I think Jay brought this up, and it always annoys me as well whenever you're watching a movie and like it's like a shooter or whatever, and then they're like, oh, I'm out of bullets, but they never pick up the other guy's gun. They've just killed the guy. You pick up his fucking gun, pick up his ammo, or whatever. Like have you played video games before? You pick up the
it's
ammo.
not Judge Dredd. You're not going to get shocked to death if you pick up the lawgiver. Pick up the other person's gun. Jesus.
Anyway, John, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going back to the conversation we were talking about. That was just to reinforce to the audience that Schwarzenegger was doing he was the good guy. He's just going to kill him. So it's like we got to tell, because most mainstream audience is dumb and they're like, oh, okay, like it's like, why is Schwarzenegger so much better? Because he's just aiming for that guy. This guy didn't care.
I get it. Yeah, like it's not smart. It's not smart enough. Okay, so the point, you can only have two reasons for putting a scene in like that. Either you're just telling the audience, okay, thanks, or it's actual two characters with opposing ideologies that are trying to somehow work it out amongst them.
Find common ground
or something. It's like, well, it's not a Star Trek episode or Enemy Mine. Right, Enemy Mine's a good example.
Enemy Mine, there you go. Boom.
Right? You got two guys that look. Yes. Right, so it's like, okay, you need to do. We both need to get out of here, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is like, and it could have been interesting if the guy who killed his wife, if Cliff Curtis somehow got into a situation where they were both thing, and then they had to work together. It's like, you killed my wife. I love
stories like that where the good guy and the bad guy have to work together for a common good or whatever, and then there's like, okay, maybe we're not so
like in the Punisher.
Oh my God, John! I'll swear to whatever you believe in. I was going to say the Punisher as my example. I promised you. And I was going to say that for an example of a guy that grabs other weapons too. Punisher will shoot stuff and grab things, and he'll reload, and you'll see him. He'll shoot. It's like, okay, get another gun. Like, he doesn't just be like, oh.
This was also perfectly set up to make Elias Koteas a villain too, if they wanted to. He survived the explosion. He's kind of on the off edges of the CIA and the government, and he has his own mercenaries there in Colombia. Easily could have transferred him into being the villain that's orchestrating 90% of this.
I just thought he was going to be in cahoots with Cliff Curtis.
That's how it feels the whole time, and then it's not. Which okay, it's fine. I don't want Casey Jones to be a bad guy. I mean, he does have some good lines, and I like that. Towards the end, he's watching Arnold, and he's like, "This motherfucker's putting this shit together." Like, whenever he registers that Arnold's onto something, he's like, like he follows him out to the bathroom after they find Jane Lynch's body. It's like, but also it's like, it's taken the firemen to figure all this shit out. And you guys haven't been, you're paid to figure this shit out, and you haven't in how many years. But yeah, it would have been a way better swerve to make Elias the bad guy, give Cliff Curtis maybe a little bit more of a redeeming quality with the kid or some shit. Hell, make the wife even the one really, really pulling the strings. Like, he has to listen to her the whole fucking time.
Yeah, that's kind of what they were going to do. Because with Elias, they could have done that. Yeah, they were going to shut down this program or whatever, so we had to get him to do it so we could continue getting funding or whatever. There you go. Keep it going.
This is why it's bland, though, because they're not going full on with any character.
No,
sure.
He's kind of the bad guy, but she's also the bad guy. Yeah, like Schwarzenegger's pissed, but he's not that pissed. Like, what if Schwarzenegger ends up killing people or blows up someone and some kids die, and it's like, now you've killed kids. What are you going to do? Like, nobody, Elias Koteas, it's like he comes in, it's like, and they're saying he's shooting anybody. It's like, listen, I'm stopping terrorism. What do you want? And it's like, yeah, but you're killing people too, right? It's like, nobody's going full on hardcore in any direction. Like, nobody's really being a good person. No one's really being a crazy person. Why didn't they just make, here's what it should, I just thought of this. What if everybody was so extreme? And the point is that the collateral damage refers to anyone that gets in the way of these extreme entities. The terrorists who are super extreme, they don't care. The CIA, just as guilty, but does it in a different way. Schwarzenegger becomes just like them. Like, you could have had, then it would have been a message to say, like, look, collateral damage is not just his wife and kid. It's anyone that is involved or gets hurt in these guys' interactions. Who's good, who's bad? I don't know who's good, who's bad. All I know is that my wife died. It's like, again, it's like the CIA could have done the same thing. But again, they don't want to, we want to play it safe. be
they do exactly what you're saying, but then they make Arnold the hero.
Right.
You easily could have let Arnold blow up that building. The wolf could have got away, but the wife and son died.
Yeah,
now Arnold has done the exact same fucking thing as the wolf, and now they're on an even ethic type of platform right there. And then now a conversation afterwards.
Right, you killed my wife. What makes you better? Well, I was aiming for you as accidental. Right, collateral damage, just like yours was a collateral damage.
If you wanted to put a real message about the collateral damage, not just, oh, that's the name of the movie, is what we put in.
That was the thing.
Collateral damage. I'll show you collateral damage.
I'll show you collateral damage.
That was the most Arnold scene. That was when he went nuts. Like baseball bat and all, just going.
That was actually the best scene because just everything.
He should have been like a little cat walks by. He's like, bam. He's like smacking it out of the way.
Stomps on it. You can intercut that with Death Race 2000 Stallone. Frankenstein, I'll show you Frankenstein. Shooting the crowd. I'll show you collateral damage. It's like, I didn't understand. Was that like a news? I didn't even understand what was happening in that scene. They're like, so we've got you, like, it was like some guy talking. Who was that guy? Like some newscast?
He was a news guy who is basically a supporter of the bad guys.
Right.
He was a sympathizer. Yeah, that's it.
Right. So he'll have the thing in his tweet, in his bio. He'll have his whatever his thing was.
Oh yeah, he definitely would have been the guy tweeting that he was pro whatever. This was early internet. They're still using regular big computers.
Yeah.
It's like collateral damage. I'll show you collateral damage. It's like
hashtag collateral damage.
Fuck, there's something I was gonna say. What was it? Nope, totally forgot. I'm sure it's fascinating. Yeah. But yeah. That's what it was. Good. Because this was like 2002. It was just after 9/11, and the action movie was kind of dead back then. Because I remember people. So that's why you got the Bourne movies coming out or whatever, and there were like no explosions, and they were like, "Oh yeah, nobody wants to see explosions in movies anymore." I was like, "I do."
Yes, we do.
Because I know the difference between reality and fiction.
Right. Exactly. Well, that's what happens. We go to the extreme.
Yeah, it's just the extreme. Yeah.
Everybody go listen. These are movies. It's like when I was growing up, I turned out perfectly fine. Well, I mean, I think I turned out perfectly fine, and I've been watching this movie since I was 4 or 5. It's like they have knee-jerk reactions to everything, and you see it today, even like with the political.
It's huge today.
More than ever. Yes. Yeah.
The internet has allowed people to join forces. Before, you had to hear about it on the news that Moms Against Video Games or Moms Against Violent Movies was doing a march or something. Now they have groups and clubs and all this other bullshit. It's fucking make-believe, people. Yeah. It's entertainment for entertainment purposes. Fuck it.
And if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it.
Don't.
It's these fuckers who think that their opinion is so important that you have to change what you're doing. Like it's like like we do a review, like John Jay, you'll all know this from all the fucking comments you get from people or whatever, and you're like, this movie sucked or this movie was great. I said to that guy once, and I was like, I'll just rewrite my entire review just for you, just to make your stupid ass happy.
Here's like, my special one just for you.
Here's
one thing I always think, like we're talking about like movies, like, determining like people and stuff. Like it's like I remember when Navy SEALs came out, like, and they were complaining like, this is just a Navy recruitment film, people they just want to get kids. I'm like, I went to see Navy SEALs like 5 times in a movie. Never once did I walk out there and be like, I want to be a Navy SEAL. I was like, hell no. I'm like, I don't want to get shot at, or like, what is
but it actually was, though. That was the other kicker, it was a recruitment movie.
I know, but
just like Top Gun was a recruitment movie. That's exactly what they were.
Even if it is, who cares? Someone said like that doesn't mean. What does that mean? It's a recruitment movie. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying it as a bad thing.
Neither was
but these are anti-military people. Those types.
Right. Like when I wanted to be I watched Superman. I wanted to be Superman, so it was a recruitment for me to be a superhero, but I couldn't do it. So
I don't watch Spider-Man and get bit by spiders at J.
I tried to fly, but I fell off a building.
I fell off a building, and
we all tried that. We fell off the roof.
No, but it doesn't matter. Someone had said to me once, this was for not Furiosa. What was the Fury Road for Mad Max Fury Road, because I really liked that movie. I thought this is like really excellent. Someone's like, "Oh, it's a feminist movie because there's Furiosa," and I was like, "Okay." I said, if that's going to be an example of modern feminist movies, then that's going to be a pretty good genre of movie.
I'll take it
because it's pretty awesome.
I'm in. Let's do it. Give me more. Yeah.
Like I don't, even if it's, I like Navy SEALs first of all, but it's like, okay, it's a recruitment. Well, I never thought of it that way either. There's like 0.00000 to times 10 to the 100th power of me ever joining the military.
Right.
But anyways, I thought it was awesome. And if someone watched it and said that was awesome, I want to join the military, I'd be like, go for it. Like, go do it. If you
I almost did. I mean, that was me growing up. I watched hell, I've got that big box set of Navy SEALs up there. But I grew up watching, my dad served too, so that adds a little bit to it. So I almost did, because what I saw in the movies, what I saw on TV, that's not what that is. Navy SEALs is probably one of the more realistic, with a little bit of
I wanted
movieism added to it.
Yeah, but the other movie which affected me growing up, where I was like, that's what I want to do, was watching Indiana Jones, and I was like, I want to be an archaeologist.
Yeah, I also
yeah.
I actually went pretty far, and then I thought, I can't do all this reading. This will never happen.
So much research they cut out of those movies.
I was like, I'll make some. I'll write some stories and make some movies about some archaeologists, and that'll be. I'll watch National Geographic and all of that, and that'll be.
There you go.
Archaeology. Yeah, exactly.
No, but you're right. But even if it's, but like John has said many times, watching Perfect Weapon. Got you into martial arts.
I was already into martial arts. That's the movie that after I saw that, I was like, fuck this, I'm going into a dojo the next day. And because there was a Kempo school like literally 5 miles from me. So
whatever, it doesn't matter. Like what they're saying is that that's a negative. It's recruiting. They're saying it in a negative way. It's like, what's so negative about it?
Yeah,
it's like your ass is being protected by people who watched Navy SEALs and then went into the military to protect your stupid ass who does nothing all day.
If they weren't there, we'd all be speaking German by now. So
this is the Jack Nicholson was right. And that I love A Few Good Men. I've seen that 400 times, and I've memorized quite a big chunks of the movie. But Jack Nicholson is sort of right in the sense that that guy died and it was terrible, but you want someone like that.
It's like giant ass thunderstorm and lightning.
Yeah, I saw that. That was awesome.
I saw it in my own reflection. Like, the fuck.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, I don't want to cause alarm, but there appears to be a demonic attack happening behind you.
That's fine.
That or UFOs landing or something.
I'm praying for a thunderstorm. Like, I'm sitting here soaked through, so it's so fucking awful. Yeah. My window is closed because of the noise of the trains, so I can't let air in. I just have my little fan, which is sort of going, please make me stop.
Just be on
constantly for days. Please. I think it's supposed to be cooler tomorrow, which is fine. But I'm literally voluntarily going into the office right now because the air conditioning is great in my office, and I just go and work.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let them pay the energy bills.
So and I'm not paying. So. Anything else about Collateral Damage?
Let me see what else. I didn't take anything. Like, I didn't take any like big notes.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, watching the behind the scenes stuff was interesting because, the movie did have a bit more meaning to whatever after 9/11. But then you're sort of like, well, what point are you making though? There's no. Does the character change by the end of the movie? Does he go through some arc thinking, wait a minute, maybe I won't go for revenge because revenge is wrong at the end? You're like, no, he still kills him anyway.
No, he still does it.
So you're like, okay, so what message is there then?
And he got a kid back, so everything, it's like kind of fairy tale-ish ending to it. So there's no real moral thing. And I do hate that this happened afterwards. So now it feels like they shoehorned all the terrorist type shit into this movie, and then they condensed it more. Hell, I'd love to have seen the plane hijacking regardless of what actually was happening. I mean, that actually sounds way more interesting, and it's probably why the beginning of the movie's boring.
I think that's probably what the problem was. They cut out a lot of the stuff, and I think that would have helped the pacing as well. So like they said, they took anything that was unpatriotic, and they wanted it that, but even then, the problem was they took out anything which made you feel anything while watching it. You feel mild sympathy for Schwarzenegger's character or whatever, but then you're just sort of like,
It's also just under 2 hours too? So
yeah,
It's long.
It was like an hour.
You feel the length of it. Like John, you're running around doing stuff, and you know, I'm just waiting for the next action sequence, and it takes forever to get going.
It feels like it doesn't come in it, and then it feels like when it does come, you've seen it before. So you're not satisfied by the
better. By the end, you're sort of like some cool kills at the end when he kills them or whatever, and you're like that end sequence in the tunnel was sort of the best bit, and you're like, I actually wanted more of this. Just some more ridiculous action would have just made it better. But they were trying not to be over the top ridiculous because the action movies weren't allowed to be fun anymore at that point, and it took a long time, really, for John Wick. It really was the first one sort of came back, and maybe Taken. But we'd
have to look it up. But I mean, you might be right. Like,
exactly.
Like John Wick came out, and it's like, oh my god, like that was like a big time. You know,
was John Wick before Expendables? Was Expendables after John?
Oh, Expendables was 2009.
Expendables, that was 2011. I think it was 2010.
2011.
Yeah, 2011. Yeah, because I remember it was just before I started the website. It was basically the
John Wick.
2014 was John Wick.
Yeah. So Expendables brought. I would, even though there's probably some action movies we'd be like, oh yeah, that was good. That brought back the fun of action movies.
The Expendables did for sure, and it sort of brought some life back to some of the stars' careers briefly.
I think so. Yeah,
but it's not new. Like
no,
John
and
Wick
that was the thing. John Wick was new, and he was a new.
I agree with that.
2010.
Fresh blood into it is John Wick, who really kind of pumped it
because
back
it created
into
a new world, and that's why John Wick has been so popular. Is like you created a new world, like the whole Continental thing, the Hitman, and all that. And it's like it was this cool world, cool music style, beautiful visuals. Like they're the best looking action movies you'll ever see. The John Wick movies are gorgeous looking.
Yeah, they're really good.
I mean. Like the Bourne movies were sort of action movies for people who don't like action movies. Basically, I don't mind them. I own them, but I don't like to ever watch them. No.
I don't even own them. I've only seen. Oh no, I saw. There's how many are there? Oh, there's 4, right? There's one without the guy.
Yeah, there's Rambo 4, but Rambo 4 was like serious as well.
That wasn't fun. That was not a
no. I was saying there's 4 Bourne movies. Bourne.
Bourne. He was saying in the chat somebody put Rambo.
No, we're talking about like movies that have the silly fun of like old school.
Yeah, Rambo was not silly.
No, there was nothing silly or fun about Rambo 4. It's fucking great, but it wasn't.
That's even more serious and dark about the shit that's going on in places.
Saying kids in that movie. Are you kidding? Jesus.
Yeah, I remember seeing Rambo for the first time in the cinema, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is real different from the other ones."
I saw it 3 times.
Yeah, the whole tone of it was different, though.
We had people walk out of the theater while we were watching it. As soon as that kid got launched in that fire, they were up and out the fucking theater.
Losers.
My dumbass buddies are over there with their Rambo bandanas on, thinking it was going to be like Rambo 2, and they're sitting there going.
That happened in like Rambo Last Blood. I think somebody had a heart attack or whatever, and I think it was actually whenever the dude got his heart ripped out. And I was like, well, yeah, and I was like, you're not going to shoot, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I had a heart attack during Craven, so
that is
Craven
true.
tried to kill J-Man.
Try to kill me. I still haven't gone back to watch it. I will.
Yeah, I'll probably never watch it again because I just associate that with it, and I'm like, you're not missing anything.
Oh, it's
anyway.
fine.
I'm going to watch it. I haven't seen it yet. I'll watch it. And I'll be like, when did you leave? So I know when.
What art did you have?
20 minutes before the end.
It was just getting action. I didn't hate that movie. It's just not Craven.
No,
like it's
That's
not
what I've heard.
Like he's fighting for animal rights. It's
Wait.
How is Craven fighting for animal rights? He kills
He's a hunter.
He's the greatest hunter.
So you didn't get to see all the crazy cool kills in the finale.
I didn't see any of the kills. I didn't see Chameleon.
Because that was the best part. Like when he finally lets loose and and like and he's killing all the mercenary guys. That's like the best part of the movie because then it's like all violent
Rhino and all that. Like I didn't see the Rhino fight. I didn't see Chameleon. I didn't see any of that stuff forever.
So you saw all the bad stuff at Art. All the good stuff.
I wasn't even hating the movie. It was just kind of like I'm like, this is not Craven. I'm like, but what is that? Like, this is like literally not Craven. I don't understand.
This movie's giving me indigestion for some weird reason.
That's what I thought it was. It was so weird because you're like, I'll be back in a minute, and I was like, Jay never gets up during the movie. What the hell?
Yeah, never.
No.
I will never.
I was like, something's wrong. And then you left, and then you didn't come back, and I was like, well, I mean, I'll wait until the end credits, and then I'll see if he's okay. I have paid my money to get in here.
No, I came back and said I'm going to go or whatever. I think I messaged you saying I'm going to.
Yeah, I checked my phone afterwards, and you said gone home feeling sick, and I was like, oh, he's feeling sick. I was like, oh shit. And then the next day, you're like heart attack, and I was like, what the fuck?
I'm on the heart attack tour.
But thank God you're okay. You're still here.
Yep, we got him.
That's all that matters.
So we could all talk about Collateral. So
I would have been Collateral Damage from Craven or whatever.
I know, we all came out together to talk about an average movie.
I just wish I just wish there was a little, like, it could have been just push some of the characters a bit more, make the guy a bit more villainous, or make Schwarzenegger a bit more vengeful.
Hell, if he picked up an AK-47 and started blowing people away, I would have been like, all right, now we're talking.
There's no reason for him not to use a gun. Just because he's a fireman doesn't mean he doesn't know how to shoot a gun.
Oh, for sure. I would assume a lot of firemen.
They could have had a scene at the beginning, like where he's going to the shooting range or something. It's like, I'm going to go practice, So that way it's like, hey, he knows how to shoot guns, So it's like, he's already in Colombia trekking around.
Owen nailed it. He's American. He knows how to fucking shoot a gun. We're born with them in our hands. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
He goes, what's the difference between you and I? Is like, he should have said something funnier then. And so it's like, well, I'm going to kill you. It's like the difference is that I'm gonna like enjoy it or something, or I'm gonna enjoy it. I don't know. Like,
goddamn spine.
It's like there's nothing. What's the difference between you and I? I'm bigger than you, or something. I don't know. Like, I'm American or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm American.
You know my cuffs? I picked them, and then they fall down.
That was just totally True Lies. I mean, that was the thing, is that you felt it was just sort of lifting things from his other better movies. And you're just sort of like, oh, okay. Have we ever talked True Lies?
I don't think so.
No, I think everyone pretty much loves it. So it'll be like one of these, like,
I might be the controversial one there. Oh, we should do that.
Oh, you don't like True Lies?
It's not that I don't like it. It's just, I have opinions on it.
Yeah, I also have opinions on it, which is interesting. But
okay, well, we should do that at some point then. So
it's not Jamie Lee's body, so that's
absolutely fine. Yeah,
no, that's awesome. And we got it in 4K now, so I mean, we got the best version of it.
No, it just looks waxy.
Yeah, a little waxy.
Yeah, he used that AI. It was okay for aliens.
Yeah. The Abyss looked fine too, but when I was watching True Lies, I was like, "Oh, that's weird." So,
it catches, but we've also watched it on worst quality stuff forever, and now we're like,
that's the thing.
Oh wait, it's not that great. Oh, it is great. No, not that part.
I mean, fuck, I still only watch Star Wars on VHS because it's unfucked with. So
exactly.
I have like a upscaled HD version of the untouched.
The thing is, I like the shitty quality of it though, because like the VHS, after you finish watching it, it actually has a trailer for all 3 of the Star Wars movies. From back then, I was like, oh yes.
Is it cropped or is it the widescreen?
It's cropped. What's this before widescreen? This is like proper fucking VHS, shitty quality. I was like,
4:3, baby.
Does it have the glitches in it, like when you're watching, like the little glitches going across your screen?
It would have. It should, John. Jedi's glitches are not that bad, but the Star Wars, oh my god,
hour and 6 minutes.
Yeah, like when you see the glitches, it's over. Like that movie's become unwatchable for me, because as soon as I never noticed that for years, and at some point, if you notice the glitching for everything, I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, oh my god, and now I can't unsee it. That's cleared away in this version.
What do you mean the glitching? What do you mean?
We're gonna go ahead and not tell you, because once we tell you, you'll never be able to watch it again. I never did it until Sean Swanson told me. He's like, you ever notice that shitty glitching on Star Wars? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he's like, put in Star Wars on VHS. I put it in. He's like, do you see that? I was like, I do see that. And it's like, is that just in this scene? He's like, no, that's the whole movie. I'm like, oh, that was the last day I watched that. I was like, how about Jedi? Jedi's not that bad. But yeah, so we won't explain it to you.
No, because I watch them all the time.
You know what we're talking about?
No, I don't know.
I've never seen the glitching. No.
I was talking about like when you have a VHS tape and it gets worn, and then like.
Oh wait, you're not talking. Wait, no, that's not what I'm talking.
No,
I have no idea there's glitching in the VHS.
No, it's glitching in the movie.
Is it like stuttering
no,
glitching or
okay? So you don't see the square flashes?
No.
Okay, I'm not. Oh shit! I'm sorry, guys. I'm not gonna say anything. If that's brutal. I didn't know you did. I didn't know you guys didn't know that.
Square fuck. No, you have to explain it. Fuck.
Okay. Okay. They couldn't get rid. So it's a photo. Every time a ship moves, it's a photograph.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
So literally everything is a square light. Every time.
Oh, that when you see the squares around the
photography. Yeah.
It's brutal.
No, I was just talking about like
special effects.
Yeah. No, but like it killed me. I never noticed that as a kid. I
always did that.
Because I've seen it in the making of, because they actually talk about how they did it in the making of. Yeah. But I know what John's talking about. He's talking about the artifacts.
Oh yeah, no,
sometimes end up on the tape.
Oh, yeah. It is what it is. That you can't see.
Yeah.
Oh no, stuff like that doesn't bother me because that's the version I remember with the squares around everything. I was like, that's the real Star Wars there. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I never saw that as a kid. I never even noticed that until I don't know how old I was, 15 or something, and he pointed out. I was like, oh shit! It just bothers me because I'd watched it 400 times without noticing that.
Yeah.
On my shitty ass, 20-inch TV or whatever. I thought this is the best it's ever gonna be.
Yeah. Well, there we go. We got over an hour. Excellent.
Awesome.
I think we did great for Collateral Damage.
Yeah, not bad considering it was such an average movie that didn't deserve this much time being talked about. But...
Collateral average?
Yeah, Collateral Damage. Yeah. So,
I like it.
Yeah. So next week will be more interesting though, because I'm looking forward to next week's one. So next week we're talking Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, which turns 40 this year.
Wow.
Can we stop talking about movies that turn a certain age? Because I'm feeling really.
I know, I'm feeling old and depressed. My knees remind me what age I am anytime I get out of the chair. So next week we're going to talk about that. Anybody got anything cool coming up?
We are in the month of action over on the podcast, so I'm
in a life of action, bitch. Come on.
Look. I already do action here, so it's the month of action over there because we're not doing any horror movies. So we're doing all action. We just released our Escape from New York. Next week is Lethal Weapon 4, and B Action just released. What the hell did we just do? The fuck! I can't even see my list. We did Iron Eagle for. Oh, dude, it's been so much. We've already done Iron Eagle. Oh, we're doing Cole this Saturday, so Kevin Sorbo and Cole.
Oh yeah, Charlie, I saw that. Who the fuck didn't like Iron Eagle out of your group? Can I talk to that
Dustin.
Guy?
Dustin did not like Iron Eagle.
How the hell? What kind of a man doesn't like Iron Eagle? What the fuck?
That was what we and Mickey were asking everybody. It's like,
I mean, anytime you're flying a fighter jet into enemy territory with fucking Queen playing, how is that not awesome? Jesus.
That was my argument too, John. I don't know, but yeah, so we got that going on.
Anyway, on mine, I actually did. I've done recordings every week, so it's a win for me.
Yes, I've been seeing those.
You've been doing it, brother.
Sunday, if you guys, I don't know if you want to join on this. We're doing Circle of Iron.
That's right. We are doing it.
Oh, I still haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, and that's the Bruce Lee movie that he never got a chance to make. So David Carradine, but there's a lot of people in it, like DeLongis, Blade is in there.
Yeah.
Carradine, the other guy, what's his name? Roddy McDowell. Is in there for Christopher Lee is in it. So I agree that Iron Eagle is better than Top Gun, but it's not better than Maverick.
No, Maverick is on the rare occasion. Like Maverick surpasses the original in every way.
I'm not a Top Gun fan.
Yeah,
I thought it was okay.
The first one I just found him such an insufferable prick in it. I was just like, I hate this guy. I'm not rooting for him.
And don't get me wrong, I like Top Gun. Top Gun is not an action movie.
No,
period.
That's true.
But Iron Eagle far exceeds that.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell, Firebirds exceeds Top Gun too with Nicolas Cage.
Firebirds.
So, fuck yeah, I got the Kino Lorber of that too. Oh my god, Firebirds is awesome. Tommy Lee Jones, Nicolas Cage.
I am the greatest.
What is her name? The crazy chick that wanted to be Catwoman, Sean Young.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie's awesome, dude.
That's got the
I've never seen this
dialogue ever in a movie.
I
love it. I love
it's called Wings of the Apache in the UK because like I remember it was its 35th anniversary I think a few months ago. I remember I posted an article and they did a typo and it said 25th anniversary, and someone who has long since been blocked was like, "Oh, it's actually 35 years, not 25." And I think I just wrote something like, "Why don't you just go fuck yourself?" or something. Like,
yep. So if you're listening, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. I hope you're dead.
Before you write this, just ask yourself, should you go fuck yourself?
Yeah.
Before you hit send, should I go fuck myself?
I've not seen this Firebirds movie.
Oh, dude, it's so fun.
It's Nicolas Cage at his Nicolas Cageiest.
It's like so 85 minutes long.
And beautiful. You're making it sound good. You're selling
it. Glorious. It's glorious. Good.
Tommy Lee Jones is awesome in it. Into the Sun. I love that movie. Michael Paré and Anthony Michael Hall. It totally rips off Iron Eagle scenes, but it's still a good movie.
What's the Dudikoff jet movie? It's like Intruder or something.
Oh,
Black Thunder. Black Thunder.
Was it Black
That
Thunder?
was really good.
Yep. And then Seagal remade it. Seagal remade Black Thunder.
Oh my God, did he?
I didn't say he did it well.
Who was in the Intruder movie? There was another jet one that was something Intruder.
Oh, the Flight of the Intruder.
Was it
Flight of the Intruder?
That's a movie. Yeah, Flight of the Intruder. No.
And the actor who's then the main guy, he passed away a couple years ago.
Yeah, the late great
Brad Johnson.
Brad Johnson.
Yeah. There's some great jet movies, man. I don't give a shit. You put jet. Hell, I like that newer one, Stealth. I always thought that was fun as hell.
Oh yeah, that was
with Hal. That was the other like AI jet. That was pretty fun.
The only scene that you make fun in Stealth is how long she's free falling when she checks from her jet. It's the longest scene ever. And she's narrating as she's going down. It's like, what are you doing?
Still a good movie though.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So this Sunday, it is confirmed that I am invited to the press conference for Fantastic Four. So,
hell yeah!
Hopefully, I should get to speak with Pedro Pascal and everything. So it's basically sounds like a Teams meeting where I'm like, you put your hand up and it's like, hello.
So next week, Owen won't show up because he'll be too bigger than all of us. So
exactly, I'll be too busy with my cape.
Ask Pedro Pascal how he lands a role in every movie there is.
Every single movie, exactly.
And TV show.
I hear you're playing Hermione, Ron, and Harry Potter.
How is it playing all three Harry Potter kids? Is that difficult? Go back and forth?
No, you ever seen the movie Double Impact? Just like that, just 3 Pedro Pascals on the screen.
Except he plays villains as well.
There ain't gonna ever be another Double Impact.
No.
Alex is the best. We're gonna have to do. You know, we're gonna have to do a tournament of not of the movies, but of the Van Damme characters.
Ooh, that's a good one. Anything to do with Van Damme, I'm always.
I like that. That's different.
Who are the top Van Damme characters? Not. Oh God, there's a lot of good ones.
I already got mine.
I've got my top one, which is obvious, but it's
we're all sitting here saying Chance. Okay,
yeah, of course
we know who the top one is.
So that's fine.
But who's better? Is Alex or Chad better? Which one?
I can write an essay on Alex and the greatness of Alex and why he's one of the best cinematic characters of all time.
That's what we should do then in a few weeks. We'll do ranking our top 5 Van Damme characters.
I like that idea. That one's fun.
My mama took one.
Oh, I mean, come on. Every line he said. He has the earrings. He's got the hair.
You were named after a bug. Actually, I just found, if you guys want to borrow it from the library, I have the work print of Hard Target, which is all the deleted scenes.
Yeah.
Really?
I'll make some space and you can put it on there.
Yeah, make some space, put it in the library.
Yeah,
I'd watch it.
Is it like deleted action, or it's just deleted?
There's like a love scene between him and her.
And I heard about that being deleted.
I always wondered why he didn't bed her. I was like, that was just weird. I was like,
that's kind of weird. Yeah. But he'd have been smelly and homeless. Sorry.
Well, they also explained they're on the run, so it didn't feel like there was a good time for them to stop and bang.
There's been many movies on the run where they had time to.
What about the chick with Sheen and Kirsty Swanson? They're in the car going while they're driving. Like,
well, we were just talking.
What are you doing? She's like falling in love with you. And like, no, it's really inconvenient.
Double Impact. It's a daydream Alex is having that he thinks Chad's fucking his girlfriend. It's like it's not even happening in the movie, but Van Damme got a sex scene. So
but something's happening in my pants and I like it. I remember.
Don't even think about it, pal.
Yeah,
a big
Don't
secret.
even think about it.
Alana Shaw, God bless her. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, she was.
Goddess. Anyway, so next week we're talking Beyond Thunderdome, so that'll be good. 4 years of that and discussing overrated, underrated, whatever. So we will see that. So we're going to exit now. So there is no outro or anything. It's just going to be really awkward of us staring at each other. So